As the President and Chief Executive Officer of Omicron Delta Kappa, I welcome you to this initiation ceremony held on your behalf. Those of us who are members of ODK values its high ideals and purposes as we strive to provide leadership in worthy undertakings and to be of service to others. We believe in the tenets of this society and those principles for which it stands. We are pleased and honored to share them with you today as we welcome you into your school circle of Omicron Delta Kappa. Let us now welcome Kaitlynn Perry of the University of Alabama Circle, who will lead our opening moment of reflection. Kaitlynn.
We are grateful for the privilege of leadership in worthy undertakings and for the ideals of Omicron Delta Kappa. Give it to all who are assembled to confer the honors of initiation upon these duly elected members a renewed vision of the meaning of Omicron Delta Kappa. Grant that the desire for creative thinking, for high purposes and ideals, for moral strength and integrity may ever remain close to our hearts. Grant also that we may strive without ceasing to incorporate them into our lives as students, faculty, staff, alumni, and civic leaders. Instill in us the principles of faith and courage, of honest work, and of sacrifice for the tasks that lie before us.
You have undertaken upon yourselves the obligations of membership in the Omicron Delta Kappa Society. This means that you will ever seek to make it a real factor for good in academic and community life, not only in your own college and university, but in American educational institutions at large, as well as in the communities in which you will lead. As a member, you commit that you will make every effort to practice its high ideals, both in private and public life, so that the world may see you as a concrete, living symbol of the great principles of Omicron Delta Kappa. Omicron Delta Kappa was founded on December 3rd, 1914, at Washington and Lee University in Lexington, Virginia. Our 15 founders stated that leadership of exceptional quality and versatility in college should be recognized, that representatives of all phases of college life should cooperate in worthwhile endeavor, and that outstanding students and faculty members should meet on a basis of common interest, understanding, and helpfulness. The motives which guided the founders sprang from the desire to bring together one body for the general good of the institution, leaders from all parts of the college or university community. The success of the ODK idea, an essential part of which is its joint student-faculty character and a determination to maintain a consistent and high standard of leadership recognition, led to the establishment of chapters, which we call circles, at other colleges and universities. The society in which you're about to become a member has a three-pronged mission: identify, honor, and develop leaders in collegiate and community life, encourage collaboration among students, faculty, staff, and alumni to advance leadership, and promote, publicize, and enhance our ideals. We light a candle to symbolize the ODK ideals by which each of you should strive to embody. Scholarship, to strive for excellence in academics and to pursue lifelong learning. Service, to answer the call for action for one's community or country. Integrity, to align one's values and beliefs with behaviors and speech. Character, to distinguish oneself for the good of humanity. Fellowship, to embrace those in the society as equals, seeking inclusive bonds across diverse communities and generations. It has ever been our desire and custom to try to symbolize in material form our dreams, ambitions, ideals, and sentiments. In accordance with this innate desire and feeling, Omicron Delta Kappa has also tried to express in material form the key, its noble ideals, lofty aspirations, and altruistic aims. The key, which is struck in the form of a circle, symbolizes union forever and the equality which characterizes membership in Omicron Delta Kappa. The Greek motto, for which the letters ODK represent, is Odafno Kumos Kuklos, which translates as the Laurel Crown Circle. Our emblem, the Laurel Crown Circle, stands for success achieved in worthy undertakings. The shape of the key represents the circle, which symbolizes the all-around and inclusive nature of our organization. The 5 stars on the upper bar represent the 5 major phases of college life for which our society stands: scholarship, athletics, campus or community service, social and religious activities, and campus government, journalism, speech, and the mass media, creative and performing arts. The number 1914 on the lower bar indicates the year in which our society was founded. We who are members of Omicron Delta Kappa have observed your habits, attitudes, and capacities and are pleased with your success, your steady growth as leaders in worthwhile endeavors, and your appreciations of the ideals and purposes of the society. We have asked you here today to make you members of our society and to present to each of you the Laurel Crown Circle, the symbol of achievement. Before we accept you into the Omicron Delta Kappa Society, please listen thoughtfully to these words.
You should know that the Laurel Crown Circle is not only a recognition of past exemplary conduct, but that it must also be to you a constant inspiration to finer and nobler living so long as you shall live.
You should know that the Laurel Crown Circle is not only a recognition of past loyalty to all good works, but that it must also be to you a constant inspiration to unselfish service to the society, to your alma mater, and to your vocation, and a lifelong reminder that if greatness is to be achieved, one must serve.
You should know that the Laurel Crowned Circle is not only a recognition of past achievement, but that it must also be to you a constant inspiration to spend the rest of your days climbing higher and yet higher, ever remembering that death comes apace and that the longest span of human life is all too short for the completion of the tasks that lie ready to our hands.
Will the candidates for membership please stand wherever you may be and if you are able. You have heard in these words the great unchanging principles upon which our society is founded. If you are willing to accept the lofty ideals, the sense of devotion, and the spirit of aspiration represented in Omicron Delta Kappa, please respond, I will. Then please repeat after me. In the presence of the circle here assembled, I solemnly promise to uphold the ideals and traditions, the national bylaws of the Omicron Delta Kappa Society, and to support and loyal service, its local and national officers, to participate in its meetings, ceremonies, and initiatives, and to diligently foster lifelong leadership. Congratulations, you may be seated. You have committed yourself to the principles of the Omicron Delta Kappa Society and to our timeless values of scholarship, service, integrity, character, and fellowship. From this day forward and throughout each stage of your life, you will strive to serve as a living example of excellence in leadership. You have been chosen to wear this emblem of distinction because of your loyalty and devotion to your circle and your institution, and to the things that are fine and true in life. Whenever possible, wear your pin with pride to demonstrate the honor bestowed upon you today. We will introduce officers for each circle. The officers will give a brief history of the circle and then read the names of each initiate. As your name is called, type "I accept" in the chat box. This is a symbolic gesture that you have received the emblems of membership in our society. You will sign the official electronic record book, and when you have the opportunity in the future, you will sign the actual record books on your campus. Let us now welcome Rachel Tinker, Student President of the Georgia Southern University Armstrong Campus Circle, who will give a history of the circle and read the names of the initiate. Rachel?
Good evening. My name is Rachel Tinker, and I am the president of the Georgia Southern University Armstrong Campus Circle in Savannah, Georgia. On January 1st, 2018, Armstrong State University officially merged with Georgia Southern University in Statesboro, Georgia. The circle was established on April 6, 2006 at Armstrong State. Our circle is proud to be a part of the Georgia Southern University student organizations. ODK Armstrong Campus has continued to support and serve students during the COVID-19 pandemic. Additionally, several student officers and faculty have participated in membership development and training to improve the functioning of our circle. We strive to grow as an inclusive and diverse organization. We encourage students of all backgrounds and stages of life to join and share their experiences with our community. Overall, our circle has demonstrated an increase in involvement and participation. Our circle has shown a significant increase in the number of initiates each semester, which can be attributed to leadership development and training. We are proud to recognize 15 initiates, including 2 faculty and 1 graduate student. We are proud to recognize the Georgia Southern and Armstrong State ODK alumni, including many nurses who have joined the fight against the coronavirus during the pandemic in this unprecedented year. Introducing the initiates for the Georgia Southern University Armstrong Campus Circle. Jennifer Adams. Fabergé Brooks. Dr. Janet Buelow. Jordan Cooper. Faith Halford. Anna Lee Lovix. Dr. Pamela Mahan. Nicholas Milton. Aline Mitchell. E. Wynn. Kaitlynn Perry. Marissa Peterson. Samari Smalls. Adriana Varner. Katrina Yaneza. Congratulations.
Thank you, Rachel. Please welcome John Pace, Student President of the University of Alabama Circle, who will read the history of the circle, and Caitlin McTeer, once again, Student Vice President, who will read the names of the initiates with John.
Good evening. My name is John Pace, and I'm the president of the Iota Circle of Omicron Delta at the University of Alabama. The Iota Circle of ODK, the 8th circle of the society, was founded at the University of Alabama on February 21st, 1924, as a senior honor society. The Iota Circle participates in the Honors Day tapping ceremony on the mound, a tradition at UA since the early 1900s. Annually, the Iota Circle presents 5 prestigious awards, and the recipients are recognized at Honors Day. The Iota Circle at the University of Alabama has provided the society 3 national presidents, George Lang from 1933 to 35, Martin Tenhor from 1949 to 51, and former UA president Frank Rose from 1968 to 1970. Several officers and board members of the National ODK Foundation, and the Alabama Amendment to the ODK Constitution allowing for the admission of women to the society. For the first 60 years of its existence, only men were admitted as members of ODK. The original proposal to allow women into ODK was introduced by the Iota Circle. At the 1970 and 1972 Biennial National Convention, student members, along with Faculty Secretary Joab Thomas and Faculty Advisor Melford Espy Jr., actively advocated for the admittance of women into the society. The Alabama Amendment to the National Constitution was formally approved during the 1974 convention in New Orleans. Presented at halftime during the Alabama-Auburn basketball game, the Foy Sportsmanship Trophy is a beloved signature event of ODK, Iota Circle. In 1948, the two circles of Omicron Delta Kappa from Auburn University and the University of Alabama joined together to co-sponsor a traveling trophy devoted to sportsmanship between the two universities. Awarded annually to the winner of the Iron Bowl football rivalry, this trophy symbolized the goodwill between the two schools. In 1978, upon his retirement, the trophy was renamed in honor of Dr. James E. Foy, a graduate of the University of Alabama and former dean of students at Auburn University. And now I'll read off the initiates for the University of Alabama. Aya Abele. Cole Alexander. Abby Barr. Olivia Bergman. Caroline Bonhouse. Elizabeth Bonhouse. Adrian Bonner Wiggins. Colleen Borian. Austin Boroff. Pike Briggs. Joshua Britt. Lena Bryzak. Kayla Carlson. Laura Carrier. Laura Chambliss. Maddie Cheever. Sarah Conrad. Annalie Cook. Danae Dolphin. Callie Dodd. Margaret Donlan. Elizabeth Dunbar. Ariana Dyer. Mariah Ellis. Grace Evans. Abby Feeder. Catherine Fountain. Mykala Fowler. Maddie Frazier. Christopher Froelich. Jack Fuentes. Nick Gangwer. Megan Gilhoy, Sydney Quinn Golden, Logan Goulart, Caitlin Grady, William Gray, Katie Green, Madison Green, Sarah Hahn, Camille Hannon, Patty Harrison, Catherine Hawk, Abby Horton, Kendall Huggins, Haley Hudson, Caitlin Johnson, Lilani Johnson, DeMarcus Joyner. I will now pass it on to Caitlin to read the second half.
Mason Joyner, Courtney King, Elizabeth Kostelowski, John Leslie, Ann Dylan Loftlin, Kylie Long, Jill Marks, Melanie Marshall, Christy McLean, Kathleen McManus, Ariana Mosley, Abigail Murphy, Sydney Norsey, Alexa Nunn, Brantley Odensberg, Priscilla Olson, Brooke Ostringer, Shelton Owen, John Pace, Tarsha Patterson, Tyler Prine, Brooke Randall, Jesse Rentz, Katie Rezenbach, Ava Runghofer, Jason Rothfarb, Erica Schaub, Anna Catherine Sherman, Claire Spedlick, Salone Stabino, Savannah Stewart, Emilia Stewart, Alexander Tedford, Katie Tiemple, Callie Thaxton. Emma Thomas. Allie Thompson. Devin Thompson. Katie Tyndall. Samantha Tucker. Jody Vandinsky. Keneal Van Nordstrand. Jake Watt. Jake Wagner. Jordan Walker. Carlisle Washburn. Ellen Waters. Hannah Elaine Wells. Talia White. Ford Williams. Tamron Williams. Kate Witt.
Thank you, Iota Circle, Kaitlynn and John. Next, please welcome the presenters from the University of Georgia. John Knox, faculty advisor, will read a brief history of the circle, and Stephanie Cannon, student president, will present their initiates. John?
Thank you. The Alpha Upsilon Circle of the Omicron Delta Kappa Society at the University of Georgia was founded on Monday night, April 29th, 1935. The founding group consisted of 12 student leaders and 4 faculty members, including Dr. Stedman V. Sanford, then the president of the university, who also was the founder of the Grady College of Journalism at the University of Georgia. He is, in addition, the person for whom Sanford Stadium, one of the 10 largest football stadiums in the NCAA, is named. Thus, from the very beginning, the UGA Circle embodied a close connection between the ODK phases of campus life of scholarship, athletics, and also journalism. On November 10th, 1937, Dean William Tate was initiated as an honorary member and went on to serve as faculty secretary until retiring from the role in 1971. In his ODK files, Dean Tate described the society as, quote, the most respected organization of this nature on the campus of UGA, unquote. The Student Center at UGA is named for Dean Tate, an exemplar of campus service, which is another phase of campus life of ODK. Throughout its history, ODK at UGA has talked of ambitious undertakings, including the establishment of a student government association, enactment of an honor code, establishment of a president's club for the presidents of student organizations, and regularly hosted student leader banquets, oftentimes in collaboration with Mortarboard. Following several years of relative inactivity, for the past decade, the Alpha Upsilon Circle has been thriving. With its new home in UGA Student Affairs in the Department of Engagement, Leadership, and Service, dedicated membership, and an inspired vision, ODK at UGA is asking the right questions, establishing ambitious goals, and following through on those goals for the betterment of the University of Georgia.
Thank you, Dr. Knox. Moving on to our initiates. Andrew Abruzzo, Robin Angeles, Claire Bunn, Brennan Cox, Lori Crawford, Callie Dickinson, Elizabeth Esser, Darice Griffin, Edward Hunda, Kaitlynn Kennedy, Christopher Lee, Kelton McConnell, Caroline Odom, Atiti Patel, Sydney Phillips, Karan Pol, Tarun Ramesh, Anna Samsonov, Emma Trainer, Emma Tucker, Jai Varshni, Sufita Viswanathan, Avery Warner, Himani Yadav. Congratulations to all of our new initiates.
Indeed. Thank you, John and Stephanie, and thank you, Alpha Upsilon Circle. Next, please welcome Mary Stewart, Student President from the University of Virginia Circle, to tell us about their circle and present the initiates. Mary?
Good evening. My name is Mary Stewart, and I am the president of the Omicron Circle at the University of Virginia. The Omicron Circle was established on May 28, 1925, and is proud to be one of WNL's closest neighboring circles. Our circle is a well-respected organization within the University of Virginia and is pleased to be able to say that both our current president, James Ryan, and previous president, Teresa Sullivan, are members of our society. Recent student leadership has been dedicated to expanding the presence of Omicron Delta Kappa and making it more accessible to students here on grounds. The renewed effort on behalf of student leadership has ensured the future of our circle. We are proud to announce that we have 23 initiates this evening. Marina Awad, Hannah K. Byram, Catherine Cheney, Emily Engebretson, Casey Evans, Jennifer Lauren Garth, Benjamin Noah Hester, Maya Perry Cass, Allison Haley Kumar, Zoe Gabriella Macy, Calvin Min, Madison Mohajeran, Haley Lourdes Makritsky, Dylan Michael Moore, Reagan Myers, Christopher George O'Neill, Julia Pan, Matthew Hamilton Parsons, Kyle Reed, Anna Sacchetti, Camiela Luisa Sehidu, Kristen Lee Springer, Allison Catherine Taylor, Keith Wilson,
Thank you, Mary, and the members of the Omicron Circle. And finally, please welcome Grace Stevens, Student President from the Virginia Polytechnic Institute and State Universities Circle, to tell us about their circle, and Meredith Beavers, You will also present the initiates.
The Alpha Omicron Circle at Virginia Tech is elated to add 14 initiates to our circle of over 3,000 initiated members since our chartering in 1933. These members have displayed the national chapter values of scholarship, service, integrity, character, in addition to their dedication to Virginia Tech's motto, Ut Prosum, or that I may serve. Tonight's initiates will join significant Virginia Tech alumni, such as Frank Beamer, Virginia Tech's former football coach and College Football Hall of Fame inductee, Christopher Kraft, the former director of the Johnson Space Center, and our last 9 university presidents. Each year, the Alpha Omicron Circle maintains and presents 7 scholarships and awards and hosts a number of events for circle members and university community members. Most recently, our circle hosted a leadership interview with Tara Singer and Coach Frank Beamer during the fall of 2019. We look forward to hosting more events in the coming semesters. Now, Meredith Beavers, our Vice President of Honorifics, will read the names of the Alpha Omicron Circle's initiates.
Helen Boyd. Johan Carvalho. Cameron Cook. Molly Cruz. Bienvenido Fernandez. Megan Gabby. Lindsay Goodwin. Julia Karina. Trisha Lee. Kara Patrick. Rachel Skomra. Michaela Stout. Emily Warwick. Brian Zapata. Congratulations, Virginia Tech initiates.
Thank you, Grace and Meredith, and congratulations to the members of the Alpha Omicron Circle. In fact, congratulations to all the newest members of Omicron Delta Kappa. Initiates, please remember to sign the digital record book. To conclude the ceremony, please welcome Kyle Patel, Student Vice President from the University of Georgia Circle, to conclude today's ceremony and provide the closing moment of reflection. Kyle.
Thank you and good evening. Tonight, our eyes are open to all lovely objects of righteousness and truth, courage and enthusiasm, high impulse and lofty thought. In this, our hour of great dedication, let us go out into the world and keep fresh in our lives the ideals which we have affirmed here today.
Thank you for your participation in this evening's initiation ceremony. We truly hope that you will be an active member of your circle and on campus and stay in touch with our society throughout your career. Information about Omicron Delta Kappa and our member benefits, including our annual National Leadership Conference, which will be held virtually April 8th through the 10th in 2021, are located on our website at odk.org. Congratulations once again, good luck, and good night.